All right. This is kind of a good room for this, huh?
Hey, Kelly, we will get started with Ira Winderman.
Kelly, is there a sense on certain nights that, hey, it's going to be my night, or I'm going to be able to make a big contribution? Is it when you hit a first shot early, when you just sort of feel some adrenaline? What sort of creates a night like tonight for you?
You're just kind of playing in the flow. Just how they're guarding. You're kind of taking what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's going to be your night, sometimes it's not. And you can't really predict it, honestly. Especially in today's game. You don't know what teams are trying to take away until you step on the floor. So, but when it happens, you can definitely sense it and know that you're gonna have to take advantage of those opportunities.
You've obviously played with some very complete players over your career. To play with guys like Bam and Jimmy, who are capable of triple doubles, let alone on the same night, what does that say about the completeness of those two as all around players? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's uncanny to obviously have a player that can go get a triple double any night of the season, and then to have two on the same team. I'm not sure that's something that every team has that luxury. For us though, we need them to do that right now. That's what we need, and we're welcoming that, and just kind of riding their coattails right now, and doing whatever we can to chip in.
Thank you.
Next, we have Anthony Chang.
Hey, Kelly, tonight you guys had 70 paint points, a lot of points off of cuts. How much of that is a counter that to how teams are playing your shooters and in the space you guys have in the paint with the way defenses are playing you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big part of it. Obviously, shooters coming off, they're trying to stay attached, they switch out, and those are the kind of things you need is to, cut and move without the ball and get easy stuff. Because if you don't, then you're making it really tough on yourselves. And obviously we have willing, great passers, and our guys who can really make those plays. And it's just about finishing at the rim then.
And it's been, I think, 4 months since the NBA Finals. You guys are obviously going to face the Lakers in a few days. Does it feel like it's been that long? Does it feel longer? I mean, it seems like a lot has happened in those 4 months, but it's kind of crazy that it's only been that span. Does it feel like a long time?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. It feels kind of like a blur. It feels, some days it feels like yesterday you were in the finals, and then other days you're like, man, I don't even remember the finals. It's like such a a crazy time, and it's been such a crazy year. But obviously, we're looking forward to it. Just getting out on the floor and playing another game.
Next, we have Rachel Nichols.
Hey, Kelly. Coach was just up there talking about how Bam has really grown as a leader this year, that he's talking more. What have you noticed? Is there anything specific that you remember that he's done that's sort of hearing his voice really helped?
Yeah, I think it cut out a bit there.
What was the last part? Yep. Just that Coach Spoelstra was talking about Bam having grown as a leader this season. And he said one of the things he mentioned was him talking up more to you guys. I didn't know if there was any specific memory you had of him doing that or anything that you've noticed about him this season.
Yeah, you definitely, hear his voice now, a lot more, this year than in the past. And, he's grown into it. And, obviously we respect him and respect his voice, and, we know what we need from him. And, he's kind of, out there directing this, kind of making sure that, everybody's moving in the right direction. And I think, obviously, we have UD and Jimmy, but, we need him to, to be a leader for us as well. When those guys aren't there, when those guys aren't on the court, he's out there. He's doing pretty much everything that the game asks of him. And, to hear his voice and to know that he's locked in, and, like I said before, we're kind of just following his lead in a lot of things, whether it's offensively, defensively. And, you see a lot of that leadership in, his just demeanor and, his aggressiveness, and, just how he's been preparing for, the game and the season and the year. You can really see him take leaps and bounds, and, it's kind of unfolding under everybody's eyes.
That's cool to watch, right? I mean, is he pointing out specific things on the court? Oh, look for that, or stand here, that kind of thing? Or is it more just sort of like, hey, we got to keep our energy up, that kind of more big picture stuff?
No, I mean, he's everywhere. Obviously defensively, he's such a huge piece of our defense, being able to switch, onto anybody, guard 1 through 5, help side, block shots, whatever. So defensively, he's big, and he's making sure that he's he's holding everybody accountable, making sure that they're in the right spots. And then offensively, the ball goes through him a lot of possessions, and he's making sure that he lets guys know where he sees his openings, where he sees plays that he can make for other people, whether it's cuts, in terms of this game, or kind of handoffs, threes, pin-ins, pick and rolls. He's kind of grown into that. And it's good to see, and he voices not only his opinions, but to help kind of relay the messages from the top down.
All right, thanks so much.
Next we have Matteo Mayorga.
Hi, Kelly. Speaking of one of your leaders, how much has this team missed the production and the presence in the locker room of Goran Dragic on this road trip?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've missed him a ton. Ever since the beginning of the year. He was unbelievable for us, in that playoff run last year, and just when he's played this year, he just settles us down. Makes plays. He's a vet. He knows how this game goes, and he's someone that we've definitely missed in a lot of areas, and obviously we can't wait to get him back. But he's someone that kind of takes us over the top. Especially coming off the bench in that second unit, to make sure that there's no drop offs.
All right, thanks, Kelly. That's it. Appreciate it.